And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And our pitcher in this game, Trevor Rogers.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Here is Marcus Semien. And a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
So there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. And that one hammered. And it hits the fence. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and that's a double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
One out, runner at second. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. In there at the knees, and the count 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And Jack Peterson stands in. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. And Jock is going to have himself a double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. And a 2-1 on the way. On the inside corner for a strike. Peterson at second with 2 down. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
That one the other way, and there's a hit. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Josh Young. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. O'Neill brings it in, and that is that. Rangers get 1 on the RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show. Back here in Baltimore. And on the hill in this one, Jacob deGrom.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And there's a ball.
Count is full.
Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third, and he went around, according to Clyde Washington. Here's Adley Rutschman. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He circles the bases, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Tied up here in the early going. Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first, and that is that. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
That misses the zone, and now 3 balls and a strike. And strike 2. A plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Bill, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. There's a swing and a drive. Going back. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 outs, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. And that is cut on and missed. 1 and 2.
1 and 2 is the count.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Rangers lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Bottom of the second, and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill.
You always have to worry about the fastball when facing DeGrom, Boog. I mean, it's an electric pitch for him, and he's usually pumping it in at about 100 miles per hour, which makes him one of the hardest throwing pitchers in the league.
Here's a 1-1. And a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
That one way outside. Yeah, that's ball 2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. O'Neill aboard here at first with nobody out. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Berger to second, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles.
2-1.
And now 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's Siegs to the plate now. The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down looking. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. 1 out, base is empty.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
That one in the dirt, and now it's 3-2.
Full count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Peterson just got a piece of it. 2 outs. Hot shot to third. Zips it to first. And Peterson retired. Rangers go down in order. Nothing doing for the Rangers. Still tied 1-1. Back now at Oriole Park. At the plate, Jordan Westburg. He goes down looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And now it's filled up.
Count.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So 2 down now, and here is Gunnar Henderson. Next offering is in for a strike. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that's the strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We played 3 full innings, and we're tied at 1. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Missed with a changeup. Full count now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Go-ahead run on base. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. Garcia gets his lead at first with nobody out. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Stepping in, Evan Carter. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
2-2.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Dominguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Hook gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And that's off the outside edge, and it's 2-1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
On the ground to first, and foul ball. Next one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Two outs. So now 2 on
Take your base.
and 2 outs.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Up next for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Ripped on a line. And that's the 3rd out. Rangers leave a pair. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 1-1. Bottom 4. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Langford moving under it. Makes the catch for the out. Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball 3. Leads at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And now Ryan Mountcastle. There's the strike at the knees.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, Guys aren't touching it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Fifth inning coming up. Tied at 1. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Yennier Cano.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Next pitch is outside.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Henderson hauls it in, and there's one away.
So that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Seager stands in now. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
And that's through there for a strike. 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So digging in, Wyatt Langford. Ground ball to the right side, but that rolls foul. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Tyler O'Neill. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And this place is rocking. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. On the ground, Semien. Over to first, 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. 1 down, base is empty. And it's even up.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
2-2.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
2 outs, base is empty. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss at a slider. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. And that misses. And it's 3-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 outs. Draws the walk there.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. That'll be it for Jacob deGrom. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new arm. Pitching change here, Bobby Milner.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Runner at first with 2 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Westburg, the runner at first with 2 gone. And downstairs.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike, and it's safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Just
That
missed.
missed. That's the ball.
Gunnar Henderson next to bat for Baltimore. Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Line drive. Seager tosses across to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Top 6. And now the DH, Jock Peterson. And now 2 balls and a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken getting loose as well. That's down and in. Adolis Garcia in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the right-hander's 3-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Hard hit left side. Whips it across, and Peterson retired. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. Right through there for a strike. Chop to the left side, and that's a foul ball.
Ball. Full count.
smoked on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first, and Garcia is out. So up next, Josh Young. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Chases in the dirt, slider there.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Off the mark there.
Missed.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
To the right side. On to O'Hearn. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Rangers 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Luke Jackson preparing to come on if needed. Swings through that one. Heim collects, fires to first, and he'll be safe at first.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Liner caught it second.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. Man at first, one away. Check on the runner. Henderson back in on a dive. In the dirt. Double play ball to second. Over to Seager. Over to first, but it's offline.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Ryan Mountcastle now at the plate. And that's in the dirt.
2-1.
Swing and a miss.
2.
It's 2-2.
2-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. It's the Orioles 2 and the Rangers 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kittredge.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. Next pitch,
No,
a slider
out.
that misses outside. That clips the corner.
No need to off with that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And a good eye there.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner. Just a little bit off the edge.
One down, base is empty. Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Up the middle, Holiday. In plenty of time to first. Rangers go down in order. 3 up, 3 down for them there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Orioles 2 and the Rangers 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Armstrong.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now here is Tyler O'Neill. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. There's a line drive to left field. And that gets down into the gap.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Here goes the runner. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Simeon. The throw to first. And that is the inning. And the Orioles leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're at the top of the 8th, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Marcus Simeon. And a swing and a miss there. Movement in the bullpen. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken, a left-hander, also throwing.
Two.
Not close with that one, and the count's full. Corey Seager in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Kittredge will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Coming on for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now it's Corey Seager. 1 down, base is empty.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2-1.
late on that fastball.
2-2.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Wyatt Langford in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the tying run is on base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. The pinch runner for the Rangers, Ezekiel Duran. One down. Wyatt Langford digs in now.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Next offering upstairs.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here is Jock Peterson. 2 outs. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Orioles 2 and the Rangers 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Robert Garcia.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well, one-run game. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And that is out of play.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one misses. And the count now even up. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Luke Jackson getting ready to go. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw. And the Orioles set down in order. Orioles held in check there. They lead it 2-1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Felix Bautista.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. One-two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Simpson down looking. And now one out remaining for Texas.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Next up for Texas, Jake Berger. So the tying run at second. Smash to the left side. On to first, ball game. And the Orioles strand the tying run on base to win.
Well, it looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. As the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.